Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking all about the unit that you see on your screen here, where to use her and why she is so powerful, as well as how you guys are going to want to build her. This is Unbound Knight Arowell, the specialty changed form of the regular unit named Arowell, and she is super strong in PvP. Now, if we look at her skills here, her S3 actually gets changed to actually having a dispel all buffs effect on a single target, which makes her very good at CCing. In the past, if the enemy had an immunity buff up, you would not be able to actually stun, but now with this ability added into her S3, she's able to do so much more CCing because you don't have to really worry about immunities. You're also going to see that you also grant a barrier to light elemental allies. So if you're running, SC Aiden, the light version, or any other light units like Bellion and stuff like that, you're going to get a very thick barrier at the start of battle. You also have attack increase for light elemental allies, and you're also going to see she's just getting a lot of, stat increases to effect resist and also HP. She also get increased effectiveness, making it easier to land her S3 on units that actually have some effect resist built in. You're also going to see her S1 got changed to actually have a heal on it for herself and a CR push, and also her S3 will do more damage, and when the target is stunned, you'll actually decrease the cooldown of this from 4 turns to 3 turns. In case you guys don't know what her S2 and S1 does, let's talk about it real quick. S2 is Escort. Pretty self-explanatory, just grants escort to herself, and after an ally, except for the caster's attack by a single attack, you will actually get CR pushed by 10% on Arowell. Now, escort is basically kind of like an Aureus effect, where Arowell will be taking damage in place of other units, which is very nice because she also gets that barrier at the start of battle because she is a light elemental unit, and also she's also going to get a barrier from her S3 to herself as well, so she can soak damage very well, which makes her a very good mitigating unit. You're also going to see, her damage on her S3 is pretty decent because of the fact that it will scale with her max HP, which is what you'll be stacking her on most of the time, and also the barrier strength increases as well that you grant to your entire team, so just a very good unit at mitigating damage. Her S1 is actually super strong as well because you have 2 chances to dispel a buff from the enemy. It's just very strong. You basically have 2 rolls at 75% chance to dispel a buff, which makes her pretty consistent at stripping and dispelling buffs. And also this damage increases proportional to her own HP. And keep in mind she is CR pushing and also healing from that skill tree here as well. Very nice because you can soul burn this as well to 100% guarantee the strip in case you're against units that have, like, I don't know, Meteor Cowrick, attack, and immunity buff, which are very annoying and stuff like that. But keep in mind you can still get 15% it. Also, for her imprint, you can actually give health to your entire team, which is actually the one I recommend. Don't know why I had her on concentration actually, but this gives your team a lot more bulk as well, making her even better at mitigating damage. So she's a very strong knight at mitigating damage. You're going to want to pair her with very high damage units. Makes her very good with, like I said, specialty change Aiden or Savior Aiden. She's super strong with Unbound Knight Arowell because of the fact that she's very squishy, and you can use Arowell to mitigate a lot of damage with her. Even if you don't surround her with all light units, she's still very good. You're going to see her all the time in arena defense. You'll see her frequently in Guild Wars defense and in offense teams for Guild Wars and arena, and also in World Arena. She's very strong. A top tier pick, probably the best knight in the game right now, especially for mitigating damage. She has definitely surpassed Adventurer Ross in PvP, who used to be very powerful, and I think Arowell is slightly better, or maybe even a lot better because of how much utility she brings. Like, this escort is super powerful, and the constant barriers and stuns is super frustrating to play against, and you're going to see how much damage she can mitigate if you actually start using her. Now, what about her build? So for Mulugora, guys, like, obviously, you don't really have to worry about this too much. You just definitely want the CR push on the S2, and obviously the effect chance at +5 on her S3. The damage isn't really the real reason why you pick her, but it is nice to have because, as you'll see, when you skill enhance, 3-star units, it doesn't cost Mulugora. So, you're not really wasting Mulugora in a sense. It's just going to cost you Catalyst and Stigma, so make sure you definitely max her out. The damage does, add up over time because she's very good in long fights as well. And for gear, you're going to want to run her on speed set for sure. You want her to cycle pretty quickly, and I would either recommend HP set or defense set or even immunity set, but I personally like HP set. You can run her on a pretty budget build. You see I have her on some free-to-play pieces here, but she's still very good. Shoot for 200 plus speed, I'd say about like 24k HP, and then the rest into defense, or even more HP if you want, or more speed. It's really up to you. And also make sure you can try to get her to 100% effect resist because of the fact that you want her to actually be able to resist a lot of debuffs. Now for her artifact, guys, I recommend using Adamant Shield because, you know, Escort doesn't really work with Aureus that well. So you're going to want to run her on Adamant Shield. Very, very powerful artifact for mitigating damage for her. Definitely want to fill out her skill tree as well. Has a lot of nice effects. Very powerful unit, guys. Definitely recommend building her. She is one of the best units for PvP. Probably the best specialty change unit for PvP, right alongside Aiden and like Mercedes. So definitely get to building her. She is super, super strong. Don't want to drag this video on any longer. Let's end it here, and thank you for watching. Peace.